But yeah, I say I was on Chiron and 11, in continuation this frequency exchange. Yeah, I was on Chiron 11 house, you've been wounded through like people not being there, energy expression a higher love towards you and stuff like that, because like I said, Aquarius is higher love. I mean, Uranus was Aphrodite dad. Here go the esoteric lord of Libra is Uranus relating, relating ultimately taking it from the personal matrix, flipping it to be on all kinds of reception and stuff like that. And Jupiter is esoteric lord, esoteric lord of Aquarius also. So in the high aspect, this is also a Jupiterian wound on the higher level, not feeling included, not because like I said, Jupiter out in all his adventures and shit like that, he wanted to like connect with folks, and that's where Pisces come from. Pisces connect. He wants to connect with people, and so like that. He won't come up at his higher form, be his lower form sometimes, so he receive and experience and get that flow back in return. Get that flow back in return, receiving from Yang above this crux of man. Get that flow back in return and stuff like that, Jupiter's not also about expansion itself. It's also aiding and assisting the expansion and abundance of others. Now don't get on Jupiter's other side, because you basically justice will be served. Okay, and like I said, all about Chiron in the ninth. God wounds come from injustices, and without speaking on things that manifested for me personally and stuff like that, and legal system shit, stuff like that, I have experienced Jupiter enough to gain my fair share of Gnosis in that topic, in that space, the lawyers, the opponent lawyers, legal documentation, but without expanding too much on that, because this ain't. But anyways, Chiron in the 11th, like that's the areas you've been wounded. Folks don't want to seem to extend or expand you. They seem to want to cut you out like Saturn, be on that other type. Of course, they cut you out like Saturn. And therefore, have you 10 being the lower aspect, 10 cutting folks off your damn self, because that's what you've been wounded. But like I said, in all our Chiron aspects, particularly those above the horizons, chironic aspects, those with spaces below horizon, yeah, you could do that. But those other Chirons above horizon, we can't be on that ish. That's more than everybody's shit. But at the same time, how you heal others is including them, not betraying them in association, not cutting them out like Saturn, not restricting their expansion and abundance and stuff like that, showing them and being their higher love and their abundance and generosity and stuff like that. That's how you heal others. So, and in turn, you heal yourself too. See, that's the thing about Chiron and stuff like that. When you give others their medicine, because when you give others their medicine, that's okay. What you end up attracting in return, somebody rubbing a balm on your wound and patch you up where you bleeding at. You gotta keep that in mind, shit like that too. Because Chiron is called the heal, the key. Be the key to unlock some shit in yourself and others. breaking away with Saturn and going up to the realms of Uranus, the higher connectivity and higher up. But okay, Chiron 12, seeing Chiron Pisces, Chiron aspect to Jupiter, where your wounds lie, the subconscious, connecting to the divine on that yin space, spirituality, spiritual wounding, like you received. Now that's a deep wound, like your shit. You think Chiron and knife is something. Chiron aspect Jupiter, so you think Chiron 9th is something like that. Now Chiron at 12 is like, wounded, subconscious, wounded psychic faculties. But how you heal is you tap into that area amongst yourself. You get in that space, you go in the astral, and you heal there. And that's how you extend healing to others by connecting, by enhancing that psychic connection, help them unlock them areas what they blocked off. Transcend the limitations of Saturn, what they blocked off, so they could receive the flow and know that they are connected to divine on that psychic level. So they have that feeling of being connected to a damn multiverse and all there is and ever was. See Chiron in the ninth. See, Chiron in the ninth is about Chiron in the ninth, yeah. The wound can lie in connecting to divine, but in the yang sense, like in the sense of in this realm, because like I said, masculine aspect Jupiter, Sagittarius still had to deal with expansion in this realm, knowing that's there, knowing that there and that's possible for you in the limitations of Saturn in this reality, but still breaking up out that. It's still breaking up out that and going beyond all that and stuff like that. That knowing. But that knowing is on a different spectrum than that connecting, than that feeling. That you had that knowing, Jupiter, masculine side Jupiter, but that expansive feeling, those shifting vibes, those shifting awareness, that Pisces. And Chiron and 10th, yeah. Your wound come from people sharing on your stats. I like to expand that because I ran out of time. People share on your stats. People heard your stats. They heard how you establish your 3D security while in this realm. They heard your efforts to be boss or something like that. Authority figures done hurt you. Daddy wounds, Chiron 4th, that be a mother wounds, or Chiron aspect moon, that be the mama wounds and stuff like that. Connecting to your, connect to a mama, the feeling. Saturn, that be a daddy wounds, authority figures, that shit done hurt you. And how you hear others, like you becoming that authority figure, you boss up, you get up in your stats, and therefore that's how you rub the wounds on others. Like, hey, I got my leg to stand on, and you can get your leg to stand on too. Healing the father. That's what that about. Healing the father essence, the authoritarian essence, the Saturnine essence, but still breaking out the constraints of that, the limitations of that, and receiving, but still formulating like, hey, this is my seat, this is my high seat, and you can get one too, and being there and putting the mess on people wounds in regards to them trying to gain they damn seat, they high seat and stuff like that. Sometimes means scooting over in your chair a little bit, or if you got two seats, they're like, here, come sit down here. Don't necessarily lean along you like that, but hey, if you need a bit of a seat, here we go. But But alright, peace, God, Gnosis tribe, all chakras lit, 3 infinity star systems, 3 spaceships. Shout out to Royal Archangel Uriel, aka Dolo Pie Man, here on YouTube and IG. Close one. That's all I gotta say. Alright.